dim the lights, put on some headphones, and let the chills take over your mind. Ability. I live in Osaka, Japan, and often use the subway to go to work in the morning. One day, when I was waiting for the train, I noticed a homeless man standing in the corner of the subway station, muttering to himself as people passed by. He was holding out a cup and seemed to be begging for spare change. A fat woman passed by the homeless man, and I distinctly heard him say, "Pig." Now, I thought to myself, this homeless man is insulting people, and he still expects them to give him money. Then a tall businessman went by, and the homeless guy muttered, "Human." Human? Can't argue with that. Obviously, he was human. The next day I arrived early at the subway station and had some time to kill. So I decided to stand close to the homeless man and listen to his strange mutterings. A thin, haggard-looking man passed in front of him, and I heard the homeless guy mutter, "Cow." Cow? I thought. The man was much too skinny to be a cow. He looked more like a turkey or a chicken to me. A minute or so later, a fat man went by, and the homeless man said, "Potato." Potato? I was under the impression he called fat people pig. That day, at work, I couldn't stop thinking about the homeless man and his puzzling behaviour. I kept trying to find some logic or pattern in what he was muttering. Perhaps he has some kind of psychic ability, I thought. Maybe he knows what these people were in previous lives. In Japan, many people believe in reincarnation. I observed the homeless man many times and began to think my theory was right. I often heard him calling people things like rabbit or onion or sheep or tomato. One day, curiosity got the better of me, and I decided to ask him what was going on. As I walked to him, he looked to me and said, "Bread." I tossed some money into his cup and asked him if he had some kind of psychic ability. The homeless man smiled and said, "Yes, indeed. I do have a psychic ability. It is the ability I obtained years ago. But it is not what you might expect. I can't tell the future or read minds or anything like that." "Then what is your ability?" I asked eagerly. "The ability is merely to know the last thing someone ate," he said. I laughed because I realized he was right. He said bread, and the last thing I had eaten for breakfast that day was toast. I walked away shaking my head. Of all the psychic abilities someone could have, that one must be the most useless.
And this is Simply Melancholy, signing off. Thanks for listening, and remember, you are not alone.
There's someone right behind you.